Hi, I'm Joe Wachowski. In this video, I'm going to show you how to sweat copper pipe. That's coming up next. Alright, items you're going to need for working with your copper pipe to solder your joints. One is a pipe cutter to cut your pipe to length. Won't need that for soldering, but to cut your pipe. You'll need Emery Cloth or sandpaper to clean the ends. You'll need a brush to clean your fittings. Lead-free water-soluble flux to clean the joints. Lead-free solder. A fuel source. I prefer Mapp Gas, but you can use propane or butane. And you'll need some kind of a torch to fit on the tank of Mapp Gas. You may also want a damp rag to clean your joints. It's not necessary. However, I like to clean the joints as I'm done soldering them. Okay, first thing you want to do is make sure all your joints are clean. Okay, I have a roll of 120 Emery Cloth here that you can get from any one of the hardware stores or big box stores. And then I have a wire brush for cleaning the inside of the fittings. You want to clean the inside of the fittings with just as well as the pipe you're going to solder. I don't know if you can see inside. Make sure all your fittings are clean. Okay, and then take your Emery Cloth and sand the pipe down where you're going to solder the fitting. You can see that's clean. Clean and dry. Okay, I'm going to get all my pieces cleaned up here. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the flux on. And I have a water-soluble tinning flux, lead-free. Why water-soluble? Because if it's drinking water, if you're soldering pipes for drinking water, you want this to dissolve and wash out of the pipe. So we're going to give this a good coat of flux. Okay, we are going to also flux the inside of the fittings. Flux all sides so they're ready for the pipe. I'm going to stick this one here. Okay, all my pieces are clean and coated with flux. So I'm going to show you I'm going to solder an elbow, a T, and a cap. And you don't want to heat the pipe itself. You want to heat the fitting so that you heat both evenly. Also, heating the fitting will suck the flux in around the joint, sealing the joint, keep it from leaking. Now you don't want to overheat the joint either, or the fitting. Overheating the joint will also cause it to fail and leak. If it starts turning dark blue or black, you've overheated. You just want to heat it enough to start melting the solder and drawing the solder into the joint. I'm going to heat right here on the corner of the fitting. Just start putting the solder on and you'll start seeing it suck it in. And you can do both sides. I like to take a damp rag and wipe my joint off. Cleans all the little, just cleans the joint up. You don't have to. Now I'm going to solder the T, and I'm going to start with the two horizontal joints first, and then I'll do the vertical. So that when I'm heating these up, it doesn't overheat and suck the solder out of this joint. So what I'm going to heat up the center of this T, and then I'm going to solder the two end joints, and then the top joint. We're going to heat in the center of the fitting. You'll see that solder draw in. Clean the fitting off with my rag. Now I'm going to do the cap. And I'm going to heat the top of the cap so it draws the solder into the joint. Take my rag. Clean that off. Okay, that's how I solder copper fittings for copper pipe. All right, that's about all I have for this video. I hope it helped. If you haven't done so already, please click the subscribe button and like me on Facebook. Until next time, thanks for watching.
If you'd like to see more how-to ideas, visit my website at www.doityourselfwithjoe.com. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe button to keep up to date with future videos. Also, visit and like me on Facebook.